Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I am here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. As always, my sweet. Sorry, I almost said my always sweet. So maybe some of you will identify with that. Okay. So today, as you can tell by the title, we're going to continue with the breaking up the collective into our king and queen suits with the tarot. So today is going to be a king or a queen of pentacles. Sorry, I can't even talk. Maybe some of you are having a hard time. Maybe some of you might be watching this at the future, in the future, when we're having a Mercury retrograde. As of right now, it is not a Mercury retrograde, but I'm feeling that kind of tongue-tied feeling, or maybe some of you are just feeling kind of tongue-tied right now. Now, you can identify yourself as a king or queen of pentacles because maybe perhaps you are an earth sign in your sun sign, or in a major sign, or in one of your major houses. However it resonates for you, or you could just be embodying that energy of a king or a queen of pentacles. So let it resonate as it does for you. You can definitely be drawn to more than one of these collective readings that I'm doing here, okay? And honestly, any of us could be asked. I know we have a lot of divine feminines, divine masculines. Any of us can be asked to embody any of these energies at any time. So don't feel restricted just based on your birth sun sign. All right, so let's step into this. We are going to be pulling oracle messages from the Angels and Ancestors deck, okay, which I haven't used for a little bit. I really love this deck. It's one of the first decks I got. I think it was like the second deck I ever, it was the third deck I ever got. I love this deck. I haven't used it in a while. But I was really drawn to look at the Elder card that's here on the background. Move beyond ancestral patterns. I really feel like, yeah, with this, okay, let's just pop off, okay? So with the snake energy, shedding your old skin, I feel like a lot of you, I'm hearing like going through a gateway, going through a portal. This, the Lionsgate portal might be really significant for you, especially around your abundance, or around, I'm hearing grounding. I'm seeing roots grounding into the earth. So growing something, yeah, something is, it's like the beginning of something, like the roots grounding in. You're not fruiting yet, but the roots are grounding into something, okay? Because direction, guardian, choose your path. You have chosen a path, or you're going to be asked. You're being asked to choose a path, right? And most of you are being asked to move beyond these ancestral patterns. Most of you are being asked to have a brand new, passionate beginning, and to stand at a distance from the way things used to be, the way you used to handle things, the way you used to think about yourself, or think about your journey, or think about people in your life and what it meant, and the relation that you had with them, and how that reflected on you and your value as a person, okay? You're being asked to really search inside and kind of find the truth in all of that, okay? That's really what I'm getting. So I feel like a lot of you are breaking out of generational toxic mindsets, okay? And I am being guided to really look at the snake energy here as well, that's going through the background right here, okay? So you guys might have been enlightened to some snakes, or to some people in your life, and okay, just pop off. Spirit, shaman, trust in higher forces. And in the book, if you read on this, okay, we are going to keep that, okay, because it's showing itself. Okay, we will keep that too. Like I said, stay grounded, right? Okay, look at this. Stay rooted and grounded. Rooted, right? I said roots are growing. So absolutely, Earth Guardian. So a lot of you have that kind of elemental energy here with you, helping you to ground yourself with this hunter energy, track down your fears and desires. You're being asked to move beyond your fears of specifically the unknown, okay? Specifically the unknown, and you're being asked to see things, okay, just go off, okay? You are being asked to see things from a higher perspective, okay? You are being asked, you are being watched over really, really, really strongly by a very, for some of you, I'm hearing Archangel Raphael, okay? If that really strikes a nerve for you, okay? I'm also hearing Archangel Sandalphon, so that also might be something that you guys might really resonate with, okay? Especially with that, like grounding you're grounding yourself into the energy field of this planet. And that's getting kind of star CD, kind of inner, kind of terrestrial, kind of extraterrestrial kind of energy. But if it resonates for you, that's going to resonate for you, right? You know what I'm talking about. Yes, Spirit said, hello, fellow star traveler. Hello. So you are really being asked to see things from a higher divine perspective. Now, you cannot see all things as divine do, because obviously you are incarnated in the human form right now for a purpose, but your spirit guides are asking you to trust your emotions, okay? Connect with your emotions. They're coming up for a reason, okay? They're coming up for a reason. So don't stay so, yeah, some of you might be so grounded into something that it's actually turning over into kind of like stubbornness. So rooted, so grounded in a certain place that it's, or in the past. This could be some of the fears and some of this that you're being asked to really overcome right now. Okay. And with the Shaman card, we're going to go back to the Shaman card. The Shaman card appears when there is a journey, like a spiritual journey that you're going on, and you've been facing some really heavy energy or some heavy, yeah, like karmic, like really, really heavy karmic presence in your life because of these generational mindsets, these generational toxic mindsets that you're being asked to overcome, right? You might have been, a lot of fear might have been put into you. Look how this person has like the shadow energy behind them, right? And it's like really, it's a lot bigger. So you might have felt like kind of encased in the shadow energy for a long time in your life, right? And now spirit is asking you to release the old and rest. Period. You guys have a lot of ancestral energy around you right now, okay? They're helping you stay calm. They're helping you stay guided. Ooh, you guys, they're coming through so strong. My lips are going numb. Oh, it's been a while since that's happened in a reading. How interesting. I love that. Okay. Pairing 3. Okay, so you're going to pull 3. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Thank you, spirits. Ooh, wee. I love this energy. I love this. Okay, so the Lord energy came out. Take charge with authority. Get into your masculine energy, okay? All right, this is also for you, masculine King of Pentacles energy out there, those who identify with the King of Pentacles energy. All right, take charge. You're being asked to take charge and to move forward in your life, right? To not let this grounded energy keep you stuck and grounded into the way things always have been, the way things always are. Like this just is the way things are. Don't let that calcify you into change, because change is natural, okay? Change and adaptation, we learn, we grow, we change. And I understand that it's very human of us to like to understand things. We like to group things. We like to organize things. We like to, and it gives us the sense of control over the chaos in the world and a lot of the natural events that we are beyond being able to control. And it gives us this sense of safety and serenity and understanding, right? But sometimes you can hold on to that so quickly. Maybe it's because in your early developmental stage, maybe things were very chaotic and you're just like, no. So you're very, very much so. Or maybe you felt, things were very, very stable, and then things became very chaotic at a later date in your life. And it was clinging on to the kind of stability of, I don't know all of this, but I know we always get together at Big Mama's house on Sundays, and we do that. And that's just what we do, And it might be a sort of sense of, I really feel like a really strong sense of family tradition of passing things down. And you might have been really being asked to kind of rebuke or buck some parts of the family tradition, like we've always done this or we've always done that, and you are kind of going against the grain. And it's kind of like a situation here where you're like look, like I just need your spirit, and your 3D self is really kind of having this kind of battle of wills right now, because you're kind of like, I guess I'll just take a back seat. I get it, because this is the way things have always been. Like, who am I to say we should change? Who am I to say things should be different? Who am I to step up and take lead? Who am I to take authority in this situation? It's like, you know what? And I don't know why I'm just being really guided back to the same, like every Sunday we have dinner, we have Sunday dinner at Big Mama's house. And then it's like Big Mama has passed now. And so everything is kind of like, where's our rock? Where's that person that keeps all of us together? And for some of you, you might be feeling really guided to step up and be that person, even though it might really surprise you that certain people in your life or certain energies are coming to you now, and you're kind of like, wait a minute, like, why is it me, you know? And it's not like a I don't want this responsibility kind of energy. It is like I mean, I'll take it, but me, I'm so surprised, you know. And there might be some people in your family that are like, it should be me, I'm next in line. When, or you know, something might have been left down, and it's like somebody might feel skipped over. Somebody might be like why are you next in line for Christmas or for a family event to happen at your house? Like, why would it be you? And but the kind of energy is kind of pushing it that way. But you're like, but if I did take over, you know, like maybe I would introduce some different types of foods, or maybe I would want to do like a potluck, or maybe I would just want to change certain things because, you know, when it happened at Big Mama's house, Big Mama was in control of what was happening, right? But maybe because you're being asked as like a younger member of your generation, or a younger, you're the person that's being asked to bring in some new life and some new blood into the family traditions, or into the way things have always worked within your family or within your friendship group. You're the one that's being asked to kind of just step up and take the lead and say, you know what, maybe things should be different. Maybe we should try something. You know, a lot of people in our family suffer from, you know, maybe we should try, you know, I love collards and, I mean, oh God, they're so good, right? And collards and cornbread and fried chicken as much as everybody, but maybe we should change it up and eat a salad every once in a while. You know, like maybe we should change things. I don't want to change things 100%, but there are some things that just kind of, you know, I kind of want to change things. And you might have some people in your family being like, look, if you're going to step up, if you're going to step up into the role, things have to stay exactly the same. And Spirit is saying, if Spirit gave you this job and gave you this position, why would they ask you to do it in a way that's not you? You were given this position. You were given this job very specifically because of the way that you are, because it's you. So there might be other people who are really reluctant for change. You might have even been raised in a thought process of, you know, you don't change that. You don't switch things around. You don't do that, you know? But there is a reason that you feel like you should. There is a reason that you're like, why me? Because I am not the most traditional person in my family. Or, you know, I would do things, you know, if I'm going to be in charge, I'd do things differently. Not everything differently, but I'd do things differently. I'd organize things differently. We'd change it up a little bit. And Spirit said, exactly. That's why it's your job. Because that's what you would do. Spirit, if they wanted it to be done their way, it'd be their job. But it's not. It's yours. So don't doubt yourself. Okay? Other people might doubt you, but don't doubt yourself. And while this is happening, okay, White Witch, be the light. Right? Be the light. Be that guiding light to people in your family who need that person to step up and take that role. And it might surprise you that you're the one doing it. But you're so wise. You're really wise beyond your years with that owl energy right there. And you're so loving and protective. And you have this very nurturing energy to you, no matter if you are the masculine or the feminine here. Especially if you are identifying with more of the Queen of Wands energy, right? You are really being asked to upgrade, right? You have been in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and you're really being asked, step into your Empress energy. Take this role that you're being offered. Take this position and do it exactly the way that you would want it to be done. Because, like I said, it was given to you so you can do it your way. Now, that doesn't mean completely, you know, disregard the thoughts and feelings of anybody else, especially if it's family things, especially if you're going to be inviting them over. And I'm not saying don't start serving mac and cheese with scallions in it or some bullshit like that, okay? Okay? Like, calm the fuck down, Becky. But no disrespect to anybody named Becky or anything like that. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? But this Earth Mother energy, which is my favorite card in this deck, oh God, I love this energy so much. That's always in this card. Okay? Earth Mother. A lot of you, that's why you're in this King or Queen of, I almost said Wands. So if you feel guided to, check out the King and Queen of Wands video as well, when it posts or if it has already posted. I'm not sure exactly what order Spirit's still letting me know what order they want me to post these in. But also too, something about your skin glowing. Like, boo, your skin is glowing. It looks so good. You've been more. Did you know there's like a new moisturizer or something like that? I don't know. You're doing some kind of new regime or new something. Like, you're gonna write. You're really. If it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen very soon. Okay, it's going to happen very soon. Because Spirit is saying, like, when you allow yourself to transform and move over into this position, it is just going to shine out of every part of you. Like, any doubts, any fears, any how's this gonna go that anybody had is just going to be just, and all you have to do is just be you. Don't second guess yourself. You know what you want. You know what you want to happen. You know what position you want to be in. You know how you want people to feel. There's a reason you're, if it is specifically that thing, there's a reason you're the natural host, or people just feel so comforted, or they come to you and they ask you advice. Spirit's been kind of prepping you to step into this role, to step into this energy, and Spirit is saying you're ready. So for some of you, this might really be a career change that you're kind of being asked to step up into. You might have somebody where somebody steps down or they retire, and then out of nowhere your boss comes to you and they're like, hey, we'd really actually like you to step up into this position. And you're like, me? Like, I just got here. Aren't there other people? There's a pecking order here, right? Aren't there other people that would get stepped up into this position before me? And Spirit is saying, it's going to you because it's yours. It's going to you because you've manifested. It's going to you because it's part of your journey. It's really important for you to learn the skills that you're going to learn in this new position. Okay. Now, whether or not that's with friends, with family, with a job, career, whatever it is, right? Stay grounded through this. They understand that you might be feeling really topsy-turvy because your emotions, you might be crying because you've lost something, or you might just be dealing with a lot. And then you're like, out of nowhere, you might have been dealing with a lot of tower moments, or this kind of feeling of kind of being tossed around, and you're not exactly sure what's happening. And then out of nowhere, it's just like, what? Me? Really? Wow. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. See, did you guys see why I love this deck? Okay. Almost 20 minutes, and I haven't even gotten into your tarot cards. But this deck always talks to me. It always has so much to say. I love it. And it's always so deep. Yeah. So you definitely, like I said, we're dealing with some Three of Swords. You were dealing with some... Ooh, I just heard some fake-ass people. Some fake-ass people in your life. King of Pentacles. That might specifically be for you. Okay? And you might being really asked to really step into your masculine energy right here. And Queen of Swords. Really step into this kind of like, nope, I have boundaries. Stand your ground. Be true to you. Spirit is saying, be true to you. Be true to you. This job was given to you because you would do it a different way than anybody else. And that's the point. That's the point. And I also noticed that both of these, this one has the moths on it, right, in her hair. And this one has the butterflies. But both around their ears. So pay attention to your downloads right now, especially, kind of the clairaudience that you have right now. Those kind of whispers in your ears of, wow, it'd be nice if I could do this, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. Make sure that you are staying grounded, you're listening to those. There's so much growth. Look at all, yeah. I love too how you see how they pulled there's all these vines that are growing over everything. It's very King and Queen of Pentacles vibes here. And I love that matching up, right? Everything has like the ferns and the fruit and everything growing and blooming. Yeah, both of these people do, right? Both these people here have the vines and the fruit, the transformation here with like your ancestors whispering, and then see here by the ears kind of whispering, and the fruit here, the vines, everything growing and blossoming, the eternal wisdom that you have, and this kind of female goddess, and then like symbols of protection, pentacles there, right? with the pentacle in the background, King and Queen of Pentacles. I love that. Yeah. Things are being planted. Things are being worked on. You're being asked to have patience and to cultivate yourself and to cultivate your image of what you want the future to be, because you're planting those seeds, and it's rooting and grounding and growing right now. So keep your vision. Focus on your vision. Yeah, exactly. Persevere through this. Strength. Stand in your power. You're so strong. Take charge with authority. You know what you want. You know the truth. You know what your truth is, and you know what you want it to be. But you're holding yourself at a distance from it because you're waiting for approval from other people to come in. Why? Okay? I'm hearing that again. That if God hired me, who's going to fire me? That again. So there is something here that you're being asked to walk away from. Right? Well, yeah. Right? There is something, this tradition, like how long has it been going on? How many years have you been doing the same thing? Or how long has this kind of, whatever this traditional energy of this is the way things have always been, you've invested so long, generations, 8 generations, 8 years, almost a decade of your life, or your whole life, and it's been generations and generations, but you're being asked to walk away because there is something else. Your intuition and your guidance is telling you that you might not see it, but trust in the unknown, right? Trust in the unknown. Okay? Lady, look at that. Lady, look at the pentacles. There. The Lord and the Lady energy is here. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Exactly. So walk away from this, because I said it's rooting now, right? It's rooting now. And then I said the roots came up, the staying grounded. Now look here, like the growth and the vines growing all over everything and the fruit starting to bear. And then look at the fruit has been picked, and you're reaping the rewards of it. Okay? Trust with this fox spirit. Trust your talents in changing times. Trust yourself. Know thyself. Trust yourself. You know thyself. You know yourself. You've worked really hard on cultivating this and who you are. Spirit has been here giving you all this guidance and love and protection, right? Okay? Your ancestors are here. So release your fears from, release what needs to change. Release your fears of what needs to be let go of now, and let it be. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Hello? Transform and unveil your gifts. We keep talking about this transformation here with this butterfly energy. Y'all stop playing. And then look, again in the background, the snake energy is back here. You can barely see it, but yeah, it's back there. See that? The snake energy. See it coiling right there? Coiling around in the background. Just the same way is on that the ancestral, the elder card, right? Especially here around the crown chakra, like thoughts, old thought patterns and old paradigms that have held you back, that have been passed down to you, that it's time for something new breath of life, a new blood. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Let go of what happened in the past. That's the energy that you're, oh, this is the right way. This is the only way. This is the way it's done, and it's the way it's always been done. Nothing in this world can stay that way. Nothing. Or it will wither and it will die. And that's exactly why you're here. You're here to change it up. You're here because you see another path and a new direction. And it's the way this needs to go. So whether or not, with some of y'all, I'm getting that this is a family business. Like somebody might have passed away and put you in charge of a family business. You might also have like a kind of a weird vibe, okay? Because you might not be the firstborn. You might be, it could, you might, I'm hearing some, it's like, why not my dad? Why me? Why did they skip over people that are older than me and they gave it to me? Like, why me? Me? And that might have caused some jealousy, or that might have caused some, like, really? Why you? Kind of energy from a kind of jealousy, or kind of even a hurt vibe, right? Exactly, because this person feels left out. And you feel like, why me? Like, what What am I missing? I must be missing something here, or I'm, you know, like, am I good enough to do this? Like, what am I missing? And also missing out. Those other people are kind of hurt. They feel burdened. It's not really about you. This could did I not just say a father figure, the emperor? Okay, you could really be, so that's a strong message here for somebody, that your dad's really jealous that you got given something that perhaps maybe he thought was his, and surprise, it's not, it's yours. And on top of that, you want to change things, and on top of that, you want to run things a different way, and on top of that, you know, especially if it's a business, times are changing. The way that we conduct business is changing. You know, you got to stay with it. You got to keep up with making, you know, fresh new videos on, you know, like on TikTok and things like that, right? You have a new mindset and a fresh new way to bring something different to the business, or bring something different to this situation, which is exactly, I said before, why you were chosen. Yeah, and it might be bringing up a lot of childhood issues or childhood fears or childhood nostalgia of like, wow, like, this is crazy. Like, I kind of always dreamed of when I was a little kid of being in the business, but I knew that my older brother or my dad or somebody else was going to get it before me. Like, why would I get it? But I got me? Why me? And it's giving, like, I'm literally sitting there, like, hearing some, like, seeing somebody, like, like, reading a will or, like, an announcement or something like that. And then somebody is like, and the promotion goes to you. And you're like, but what, wait, what, me? As you're kind of looking around the room at people who have been there for longer, or wanted the job more, or might have even been your boss, and now suddenly you're their boss, and it kind of skipped over them and went to you because you have this fresh, new, young perspective on the situation that, you know, people are entrusting you with that. And you're like, what? Me? Why me? Because it's yours. So own it, you know, and be kind, be respectful, be understanding, but it's yours. Yeah, I'm hearing that Drake song. It's yours, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. You're being asked to step up and take this leadership position. Do what you know you have to do. You have this young, passionate, new perspective, this fiery passion for this. Step up and do it, right? And it could have been passed down for generations. It's also going to be, you know, like, the more you put into it, the more you're going to get back. And I'm sorry if you put more into fighting this emperor, which some of you might not even realize that this person right here is fighting you behind the scenes, because we have this illusion. But there is this kind of illusion of this 10 of Cups energy here, or this illusion, somebody's casting fears or doubts that there won't be satisfaction at the end of this, that it won't be profitable. No, if you change that, the business is going to completely die. And this person it might be very subconscious. Some of them, it might be conscious, but for a lot of them, it's this subconscious, like, I'm hurt. I'm hurt that it didn't go to me. Why not me? You know? And I'm not saying that this person isn't, you know, wasn't justified in thinking, I'm probably the next one in line. I'm the one in this line. I'm the one that's been dedicating years of my life to this job, or to this and preparing myself for it. But somebody above them thought that it should go to you. You know, and this person's a little butthurt about it. Understandably, right? But at the same time, they have to understand that you guys are on the same team. If your ideas win, everything wins. But this person is really citing tradition, like, no, that's not the way we've ever done it, and you're going to ruin everything because it's not the way, you know. And you might be like, look, like, business has really, you know, taken a hit since quarantine and all that and everything that happened in the past couple of years. Like, things are changing, and we're going to have to change. We can't stay the same. You know? And then this person was like, well, who cares what you think? Because, well, when you get the business, when you're in charge of the business, when you're the manager, you can run it any way you want to, you know? And now this person is sitting there slack-jawed, like, and you're like, okay, well, I'm the boss now. I'm the manager now. You know? And it's not like a pulling kind of rank energy, which Spirit is saying, be careful with that. Be careful with any kind of pride. Be careful of the way. But it is important for you to set your boundaries, to be like, look, I'm the one in control now. I'm the one in charge now. It's not that your opinions don't matter to me. It's just that I'm the one. At the end of the day, cool, I'll listen and I'll take your opinions into consideration. But at the end of the day, it's my call to make. And you can either be a part of this team or you cannot. But that's your decision to make. I want you here. I want your experience here. But I really feel like this person, like I said, is letting their hurt feelings color this more than they should. Color their opinions or color how they're talking to you or what they're doing. Tower. You know? So this is a big major change in your life, but Spirit is saying find the light, be the light through this, be that guiding light for your friends or your family or for, you know, take charge. It's yours. It's yours. That's for sure. You're the one. You're the one. But yes, be careful of any kind of energy here. You might even have somebody that's kind of mad that you're in control now because they feel like a burden here. I'm not even gonna lie, this person might have gotten a little lazy at their job, or they might have been like, well, this was always good enough for Johnny. It's like, well, Johnny's not the boss anymore. I'm the boss now, and I see that you're kind of not really pulling your weight, or you're kind of stepping outside of your bounds, and things are changing. Something's different now. You know, I'm handling this in a different way. I'm not them. So it's going to change. Things are going to change up. Things are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to be as respectful and understanding of the way of you being used to the way things used to be, but they're not that way anymore. No. No. Ooh, ooh. Two of Cups. Yeah, this is really affecting y'all's relationship. It's really affecting your relationship. You're kind of just like, I can't believe my dad, or I can't believe, you know, my big brother, or I can't believe these other people are kind of being this way and fighting with me and really being like, I don't want to say something as strong as cutthroat, but for some of you, it kind of feels like these people are doing some dirty stuff, and it's like, what are you doing? You know, you might have found out these people are like talking bad about you behind your back, or undermining your new authority, and it's like, really? The Lovers and King of Pentacles, I'm telling you, this is affecting some of your relationships like really strongly. Also, if there is a situation here where it's a dad now that their son or their child is their boss, that's really messing with them mentally. They're like, this is a weird switch in dynamic. It's like this person is having a really hard time looking at you and not talking to you like they always do, because it's like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. Look, you're my dad, or you're my mom, or whatever this, you're my dad, you're my mom, whatever the situation is. I really respect you. I really care about you. But what I need you to not do is to undermine me in front of everybody, because here I'm your boss. And I know that you're used to talking to me in a more casual way, or I know that you're used to talking to me because that's been our dynamic. But once you walk through those doors, I'm your boss. I'll always be your son, and you'll always be my dad, or, you know, whatever the situation is. I'll love you, and your opinion will always matter to me. But you can't be talking down to me at work. You can't be acting like that, okay? Because it's inappropriate. It's unprofessional to do it here in this circumstance. Once we walk out the door, you're my dad again, right? But when we're in this building, I can't let you slack off. I can't let you get away with this or get away with that, because that puts my job in jeopardy, or that puts the business in jeopardy. You're going to have to keep up. And it's given me a situation here of like, oh, my little brother's the boss now. Who cares? I'll just kick my feet up and not really get my job done. And other people are coming to you like, hey, you giving your dad, or you giving your brother, you giving these people that are your friends kind of special treatment. I wouldn't be allowed to keep my job if I was barely getting my work done. Or then these people might be coming to you. You might be hearing that, and you might be seeing it in the production, and you're like, look, like, just because I'm your kid doesn't mean I'm going to let you slack off. Or just because you're my big brother doesn't mean I'm going to let you slack off. And, you know, you might have come 34 down the clock. 34 might be a significant number. You don't want to look that up, okay? And it's like, it might be a difficult conversation to have, but it's one that needs to be had. Do it as professionally and as understanding as you possibly can. Keep it all in the light, but be like, look, I don't want this to ruin our relationship, and it shouldn't. But it's going to change the dynamic of our relationship. You know, it just has. It has changed the dynamic of our relationship. And I know that might be hard for you to get used to, because it's this real, I'm not going to call my son sir kind of energy. Like, here at work, you need to. You know, here at work, things are different. We're not at the house. So don't talk about things. Oh, your mom said there's, I don't know. There's something inappropriate. And this person is dealing with a lot of and I feel your empathy towards this person. I feel that you are sympathetic and that you are empathetic to the struggles that this is causing this person. Queen of Pentacles on the back there, right? You're like, I get it. However, things are going to have to change, and they just are. Things are different now. The Magician, you've manifested this change. And there's a lot of be kind, be gentle, but be firm, right? Be kind but firm. Step into your management role, step into your boss role, and be like I said, be like, look, we're gonna have to talk about this. Right? You can't slack off. Just, you got to pull your weight just like everybody else does. Everybody out there on that floor earns their paycheck, and you're going to have to do the same. I don't want you back talking to me just because I'm your son, or just because at one point you were my boss and now I'm your boss. I know that it might make you feel some type of way, but you're going to have to put your big boy pants on and do what you got to do. And that comes about both of you in this situation. Yeah. Do it with love and understanding. I don't know why, but for some reason, this right here is reminding me of the ocean spray logo. So that might, cranberries or something like that might mean something to you in this situation. Or fish. Something about fish, or like a fishing plant or a boat or something like that. Fish scales weighing out stuff. People showing up and, like cheating the scales or cheating. It's like, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're just going to have this talk. Okay. You're going to have this talk, and this is going to work out. Okay. It might not work out in the sense, you're going to have to let spirit, because you're going to have to let this person make their decision. If you come forward with love and light and no kind of jealousy or anything like that in your heart, and being understanding, how this person reacts to it is completely on them. The only thing you can do is control yourself and how you come forward, how professionally you come forward, how understanding you come forward. Now, if the person doesn't want to match that, like, that's their business and that's their issue. That's their choice to make in the situation. Okay. But this conversation is going to be had. And yes, it is going to change your relationship, because things like this, it complicates the dynamic in situations, right? It does. I'm getting that for some of you, it might be an overbearing parent, and you have become a parent now, or you are becoming a parent, and you're kind of thinking like, what's a gentle way of me to tell my parent, yes, I appreciate your love and your support, but also I'm going to raise my kids differently, and you're going to have to respect that. I'm also getting that message for some people here, especially with the pregnant belly there. Okay. And yes, it is going to change the dynamic of your situation, because I am getting this person that was in charge is now the subordinate, kind of switch energy. And it's throwing this person for a loop, or it's throwing both of y'all for a loop. But stay grounded and understanding and open-hearted in this situation, okay? And things are going to work their way out. This person is going to come around eventually. Now, I'm not saying that there won't be a fight at first, or there might, but it's like, once you come forward and you're like, look, like, is this really issue? You give this person, a chance to step up and really address it, and be like, is that kind of the way you're feeling? And this person might have a moment where they're like, yeah, you know what? I guess it is kind of bothering me. I guess it is. You know, and it's like, please trust me to do this. Like, please trust me to do this. Okay, I can do it. I was given this job for a reason. I was given this. It's no bearing on you. You know, it was just given to me. You know, it was just given to me. And for some of you, this person might have a little bit of bad blood because at first they might have assumed that even if it was given to you, that you would give it over to them. And maybe you might have even said that, like, I don't even want the company, or I don't even want this. So I don't know. Like, you can probably take it. And then in the meantime, you might have been really thinking a lot, like along this, like, actually, no, like, this is what I really want. This is what I have wanted my whole life. Or I've been wanting this for a long time. So why should I give it up? You know, why should I give it up? Why not me? It was given to me. So, and then you came back and was like, actually, you know, no, like, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this position. I'm going to step up. I'm going to do this. Because I feel like it's what I should do. And eventually you just stand strong on your boundaries, come forward, like I said, with kindness, respect, and understanding of the traditions and way things used to be, kind of blending them together, you know, and this person is going to see you succeed. They are going to see you. And eventually it's going to come around that even to them, they will not be able to deny that you are doing a really good job doing this, right? That you're standing out, that you're stepping up, that you're a good leader. Like, damn, like they're doing a good job. You know, look at the books. Everything's in the black, you know, like everything looks good. Everything looks copacetic. Like, what do you really have to say about a person that's just doing their job and doing it well? And although it might not be how this person would have thought, you know, the really more high vibrational outcome of this is really this person learning that sometimes things have to change, and sometimes, you know, it's okay. You know, maybe this person will 4141. Maybe this person will end up thinking like, oh, you know what, I can retire, or I can do this, or no, yeah, let them handle it. But at the end of the day, how they react, how they respond, that's on them. Only thing you can do, remember that, only thing you can do is control you. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Five of Swords. There might be some betrayal. There might be some betrayal. There might be some sneakiness. There might be some competition at first, you know. It might really shock you that this person really feels that way, or is kind of making moves, or is kind of, you know, kind of acting out of their childishness, or acting out of their hurt ego, and kind of saying some things, or doing some things, or maybe even kind of doing some little things to kind of sabotage you. And you're like, why? You know, like, I really thought that we could be a team here. I really thought we could make this work. But you are going to have to set your boundaries, and you're going to have to keep them, period. Especially in this circumstance, especially in this situation. And even if this person is childish, and they bring up stuff like, out, you know, if it is the work situation, and then you're casually over at, you know, everybody is having like a dinner together or something like that, and this person's like, oh, is that okay, boss, or something like that, that might be your cue to be like, you know what, actually, me and you need to talk about this. You know, and like I said, give this person space to kind of develop and bring it up. This person might not be the best at expressing their feelings or expressing how they really feel about things. This person might not even be at the place right now where they're grasping exactly why they're mad, or exactly kind of, you know, it's like, oh, that kind of hurt me. That kind of hurt me. You know, why skip over me? I've been working for this my whole life, and you've just kind of been like whatever about it, and then it just gets given to you, and you're like, okay, you know, I don't know why. But if it's me, it's me. And I'm going to do a damn good job at that. I'm going to do a good job at it. I'm going to give to it. I'm going to show up for it. So can you trust me with it? Can you just be supportive of me for it, please? You know, I need you right now. And I think this person is eventually going to come around. I really do. It's a really good probability this person's really going to is going to come around. 44. You're being guided and protected. Your family is being guided and protected through this karma, through this. Because it's a change that really needs to happen, right? It's a change in this family. It's a change in this dynamic that really needs to happen. You know, and on the other side of it could be a lot more freedom and understanding for both of you. But yeah, you could be dealing with a Capricorn energy, or this would definitely be around work, but the Devil and the High Priestess. Oof. This is heavy energy, you guys. And it's giving me, with this High Priestess, it's giving me this energy of like, you kind of know that this person is kind of doing the most, kind of behind the scenes, throwing rocks and hiding their hands kind of energy. And you're like, look, let's just talk this out. I don't know how this talk is going to go, y'all. I really don't. I really, really don't. But don't allow yourself, don't confuse your pride or your ego with your intuition guiding, with your spirit guidance on this, okay? Because it might be really easy for this person to trigger you, or for them to say something, or to do something. Take a step back, take a breath about it, okay? Yeah. Your vision, you have a vision. Excuse me. You came here to do this work in this family. Remember that. Remember why you're here. And remember that things aren't always going to be clean cut. They aren't always going to be easy. Things might hurt. It might be kind of difficult. It might take a lot of settling. It's like breaking in a new pair of shoes and kind of settling in. There might be some blisters. There might be some stubbed toes. There might be some, well, I got to go buy one of those things that like stretches out your shoes, and kind of rearrange some things and take a break for a little bit and come back to them, but eventually you're going to settle into it, and they're going to be your new favorite pair of shoes, right? You're going to love doing this, and eventually it's going to show. So have that trust and that faith in yourself, because like I said before, you were given this position because it's time for it to go in a new direction. And it can feel like a really heavy burden to bear, but you were given it for a reason. Yeah, and it could cause a lot of infighting. It could cause fighting, between your parents, or it could cause fighting between you and your spouse, maybe even you and your friends, or you and your siblings. It could, like I said, it's giving me a really big energy of somebody passed or something happened, and so, everybody's kind of figuring out what's the new dynamic, what's the new, like, how does this work? Everybody's feeling emotional, and everybody's feeling kind of drawn around, and everybody's still settling things out, right? And everybody's still deciding. How everybody feels right now is not going to be the permanent settling of how eventually they're going to feel about it. So keep that in mind. But yeah, this is about a brand new beginning, okay? Passionately walking away, right? Walking away from the drama, walking away from holding on to these traditions and these mindsets from the past, okay? That's why you're here. That's why you're given this role, because it is your role to take this in a new direction, to start anew, to leave behind what was and start this over again. And you might not be starting at zero, right? You're not starting at zero. You're starting at one. You might not be, you might have, you're not getting rid of the business. You're just changing a lot about it. Things are flip-flopping and switching up and realigning, and that might take a little bit of time, but you're gonna get there. So have faith and trust in yourself, and the people around you, just do your best and let the rest slide. Because that's all you can do, right? Is just try and do what you can do. You're only one person. You're only human. You can't control everybody else. And yeah, Spirit says that's the truth. Stand in your truth. Stand in what you know to be true. And always stay true to yourself. Okay? I'm going to get a final message out of this. Okay? Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect. Take this time to meditate, to think about it, to reflect on what you really want, to what the direction that you really want this to go, and move forward with confidence in it. Yeah, because right now, I didn't even see this. Shift your perspective, right? Because right now, your vision might be being clouded or confused by heartache. By somebody stabbing you in the back, or just kind of this feeling of like, could be a pain or loss, or, it could be like somebody else take the wheel, somebody else take the reins. No, it's you. So a shift in perspective is called for right now. High Priestess, harness mystic power. Okay? Take care of yourself right now, okay? Because you're expanding, you're growing. A lot of spiritual growth is happening and a lot of rearranging is happening, realigning with new people and new places and new things and new powers and new positions and a sense of authority or a sense of power maybe perhaps you haven't been allowed to, I want to say allowed to feel in the past, or you've never allowed yourself to feel. However, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Stay grounded through this and trust yourself. Trust your talents and changing times. Stay grounded and trust your instincts, right? Allow this ego death to happen, to be shed away, and to stand your ground and to trust your instincts. I'm sorry, you guys. That just, oh gosh. Sometimes, y'all know how synchronistic and how crazy it gets here in the readings, right? Y'all know. Y'all know. It gets kind of, huh? What? And sometimes it gets me. It really gets me, okay? Trust your instincts, all right? Trust yourself. And again, wise one, grow in your current situation, okay? But again, I wanted to point out this, all the, like, around your, like, see around the ears. Again, look at the wings here hanging down by the ears, okay? Transformation, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to other people, okay? Be fearless and stand strong with this warrior energy, okay? Be fearless and stand strong and start and good golly. Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Hello, I was literally just... Oh! Okay. Stay grounded. Stay rooted. Okay. And trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Trust your guidance. Trust the voice of your soul, okay? Trust this guidance that you're getting from yourself and be fearless and stand strong in this moment. Because it is your moment. Right? It is a big divergent moment in your life where they are asking you, which path are you going to take? Is it going to be the path that you've always chosen, taking a back seat, letting somebody else take control, letting other people walk all over you? Are you going to step up and say, no, I was given this gift and I was given this role for a position, for a position. Yeah, I was given this position for a reason, because it's mine. Spirit, God, the universe, whatever you want to say, they wouldn't have entrusted you with this role if they didn't think that you could do it. You need to think that you can do it. You need to know that you can do it. Because you can. Because it's yours. You know, so there is a sense here, a peacekeeper, the sense of compromising, finding a compromise here. Right? It doesn't have to be 100% your way. It doesn't have to be 100% their way. You know, but you know your truth. So don't compromise that. 2 more. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Woo. My lips start itching out of nowhere. 1 more. Again, with this winter, take care of your needs. Okay. As we are shifting seasons right now, or I'm not sure when you're watching this because this is a timeless reading, right? If you're watching this in winter right now, make sure you're taking care of yourself through this time, through this kind of, it's giving me this kind of like frozen over energy, kind of like frozen over, and you're kind of defrosting, thawing. You've been this lone wolf, but now you're being asked to be the alpha, to take the lead of the pack, right? And being this alpha is not just about, regardless of what people in certain communities that have mics, okay, that have podcasts, being an alpha is not just about showing dominance and control. Okay? Being the alpha means you make sure everyone else is fed. It means you're taking the most risk to protect those under your care. It's not just about, I'm the dominant one, I'm the right one. No, it's my job now. You don't get to speak. That's not what a true leader does. That's not what a true leader who inspires true loyalty and has a true pack mentality really believes in. And that could be the role that it's like, look, like, I understand you're used to the leader or the one that's in charge being like this, but I'm not that way. And there might be some people who have a sense of lack of respect because they're used to that kind of very overpowering, dominant kind of leadership. But you're being put into this role so that you can change that. So that even if these people don't stay working at the job or stay working with you, they're going to remember what it feels like to have a real leader who really cares, who really listens, who really puts the needs of themselves and other people first, who really takes care of their people, who really has a listening ear, who is way different than what they're used to. And it might be very strange to a lot of people. And there might even be people who are just, who want to take advantage of that, who want to call you a pushover, who might want to start being lazy, you know, who might rebut against you and you know, be like, nah, you're going to have to challenge me for the leader position kind of energy. But it was given to you for a reason, and you're going to figure out your way through it, right? You're going to find your way through it, and you're going to find your truth, and you're going to get so many good skills about how to take care of yourself and take care of your people and be there for, you know, for your customers, or be there and keep up with the changing times. It is going to be so good for not only your portfolio, for your resume kind of energy, but also just for you as a development as a person. So trust and have faith in yourself, because you're going to do great things. Even if it might seem like little right now, it's going to make a major difference. And eventually, things are going to settle out, and people are going to see that, wow, like, I really feel heard. I really feel taken care of. You know, I was kind of back and forth about this when I first took over, because I'm used to it being like this, but actually I prefer this new way. Actually, it's nice to feel like I could come forward and talk to my boss, and it might matter. Things about me might matter. But like I said, you're going to have to learn that balance in between being this more kind, open-hearted, understanding boss, but also having the limits. Like, hey, you can't be calling in all the time just because I'm understanding, but that goes to a limit. You still got to show up. You still got to do your job, right? So you're going to have to find that limitation in there, right? You're going to have to find that boundary. For some of you, you might even be asked to be travel or just taking a new direction, right? Again, this whole taking it in a new direction, doing something new, doing it your way, not the old way, is your whole theme of what's happening right now in your life. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I feel like I could keep talking to you. I could keep just going on and on, but that's good enough for right now. Thank you guys so very much for being here with me today. Sorry about the sound. My dog is having a moment right now. But you might be dealing with some karmic energies, and you might be dealing with some people kind of really working out. No, ma'am, get down. Working out what it really feels like to have you be in a leadership position. It might make some people in your life feel a certain type of way. But like I said, this spot is yours for a reason, because you're going to do it specifically your way. Just know that things are going to work out. Stay true to you and just kind of learn as you go, right? Have it be okay for you to fail. Have it be okay for you to get back up and to try. It's going to be good things to show some humanity, to show some humility, to show something different to the people that you have that are under your care. They're your, you know, they're your wards, they're your employees, whatever the situation is. You're going to show these people a different way to be a boss, a different way to have respect for somebody in your life. And it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to show people what it's like to really have a compassionate, caring, strong, protective, but, you know, serious leader. it's going to change a lot of people and a lot of lives, more than probably maybe you might ever realize. But I tell you what, having a good boss at your job changes so much. Having a good quality manager or having a good quality boss at your job changes your life so much. It's the difference of being like, I don't mind getting up and coming to work. I don't mind coming in and filling up. I don't mind, because my boss will they'll get down in there. They don't just sit in their office. They're out on the floor. They're doing that. They're scraping up their knees. They're down there right there beside me, in the thick of it with me, willing to get in that work, willing to listen to me, but they're still strong. They still keep me in a professional mindset. They still keep me in that professional mindset. I know that when I go, as much as people might want to think, it's just like kids, right? Kids might, for a second, might love the parent or the person who just lets them do whatever they want and not have bedtimes and no specific times. But when it really, really comes down to it, they want a kind and understanding, but a person that sets those boundaries for them. At the end of the day, subconsciously, people respect that more than they do somebody that's just like, do what I said because I said it, slam, and I'm going to be in my office and don't come and bother me. That kind of energy, people don't really respect that, right? But a person that will get down in there, that can delegate, that can be understanding, that has empathy and understanding, but still expects you to come to work and do a good job, or to come into the situation and be professional and handle their shit like an adult, but at the same time is kind and loving and will get down in there and do the work with them, that inspires so much more understanding, compassion, and loyalty. And it might be kind of, you might have to fire some people. There might be some people you have to kind of move out of your life in some sense of the word. But those at the end of the day who really stay with you, it's going to cultivate a completely different energy around you. And you're going to really love this. At the end of the day, you're going to be like, I'm good at this shit. Like, what's up? Like, you know, yeah, you're that person that everybody comes together when you retire at the end of it, and they're just like, you were the best. They're like buying you gifts. They're taking pictures with you, and they're like, you were the best boss that I've ever had. Like, we're going to miss you so much. That kind of energy, right? So be that boss, be that leader that you wish you had. Do things differently. And don't be scared to change things up and to allow people the time and the grace and the understanding that they need, with boundaries that they need, to kind of adjust to that. Okay, I gotta cut you off now because I really have to cut you off now. But thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I really liked being in you guys' energy. It was really nice. It was, I loved this message. It was kind of different. Best of luck to you, okay? If you did lose somebody out of your life, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss, right? But on the other side of it, congratulations on your promotion or whatever this position is. You are going to be great at it, right? So just do you. Do the best you can. Give it what you got, and trust yourself, because you got this. You were literally made for it. Okay. Thank you so very much for being here with me today. I appreciate every single one of you. If you like the content, give it a like. If this really resonated with you, don't be scared to check out any of my other videos, okay? If this resonated for you, subscribe as well so I can pick up more on your energy if that's what you're really into, okay? As well as check out the links in the description box down below, where I have links to donate or tip to the channel if you feel so guided. Thank you to those who do. If you feel guided to reach out to me or get a personal reading, which I do offer, my contact information, is down below, as well as links to my online shop where you guys can purchase some of the decks, with more to come on the shops, where the decks that I make, that I sell. If you feel so guided to pull your own cards, if you would just like to have that. Thank you guys so very much for all your kind and beautiful words and your love and support, as always. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you to my guides and your guides for this beautiful message. I really appreciate it, okay? Best of luck to you, okay? Wherever this is, whenever has found you, I really appreciate you guys. And whoop, whoop, whoop. She's like, I need lovings. All right, you guys. I will see you lovelies in the next one. Okay? Bye.